All right, this is Ken. Wednesday, a couple hours ahead of the Federal Reserve, December the 19th. So yeah, a couple hours ahead of the Federal Reserve announcement. Go over the trades from the day. Yesterday we were profitable, $80. And then I did a trade in the afternoon that made us a lot more profitable. I want to go over that and today's trades. So I didn't record yesterday just because I was overtraded a little bit. Had to go to work and that sort of stuff. But anyway, the MTLS here. MTLS for me on a daily chart was a skyrocket. Biggest move it's had in forever. And then, last volume it didn't move that much. But this volume it really moved. And then it was 1, 2, 3 days up, 4 days up. Looking at the weekly chart even, 2 weeks of up. So, and even if you count this, you're looking at quite the move up from its low. So, yeah, big move. Look at this. You have to go clear back. It broke this 2017 in October. It broke that high. So, due for retracement, in my opinion. I got in at 1831, I believe, 2,000 shares on that. On the way up. I think this is my style of trading. These top end reversals. I think they're easier for me. But anyway, so what I'm looking for is a sell-off, but I'm also looking for little volume on the upside. I need the volume to die. So when I get in on these things. And that's kind of what happened here. I mean, yeah, it picked up, but nothing like it that open. To open it drives it up, establishes a high of the day. This volume, that signals the end of the volume, and then it starts selling off, and then the intraday comes back up and breaks it, high of the day, and so that's, for me, that's when I wanted to get short in. I went short. It did sell down to my price target of $17.52 very quickly, so I wasn't able to take advantage of it, but I was able to take advantage of the $17.90, so got out right there, $380 profit. The next trade we did was this piece of shit MU, man. Between MU and AMD, I suck. I mean, I know guys make tons of money off those friggin' stocks, but I don't. I can't stand those pieces of crap stocks. So MU has bad news. And, chart, not looking good. Sells off. It comes back up. Sells up. Sells down, establishes a level in pre-market, sells up, establishes a high of the day, and starts to sell off. Okay, my entry is right here at VWAP, 250 shares. What I did wrong is I didn't wait for the first 5-minute confirmation. But even still, I probably would have got in. Look, it did sell down, so probably would have got in. Anyways, we stayed in it. I know I shouldn't have, but 250 shares. Who knew it was going to move $2? So it did. Sold right here because I needed the cash for another trade I was doing. I believe the second trade I took was Jizz. Yeah, Jizz here had good earnings, and it didn't really gap up into anything. Didn't really gap up. So it gapped up to a level and then sold off. And I kind of felt at that point it was sold off enough that it would go back up. And so I entered right here off this level. So I got at the time it was a white candle holding. So I went in, it tapped VWAP, and then sold off. And so I just got out at that point. No big deal. I felt, small loss. What did Jizz do? We lost $74 on Jizz on 250 shares. So, not the end of the world there. MU was $449. So gave back all the profit we made on MTLS right here. So Hertz was another trade I took. Hertz, I kind of thought, at the time it was above this moving average. I kind of thought it would run a little bit. 1, 2, 3 day continuation. It didn't, sold off. Right here, came back to break even. I got out, and later on it went up, but for me, my trade plan was not for it to, I wanted to start riding the 9 up, and it didn't, it sold off. So which brings me to ABM. ABM is on a rocket to Mars. I mean, it's going strong. I wanted it to get to 32.18. I didn't have the patience to wait, so I got in a little early here, started getting at 31.44, at more 31.8. It did, in fact, pump up to 32.18 and then a little bit further, and now it's down. My trade plan on this is to take profits at 15% and 10% of the move. Pretty simple there. And what I'm liking about this stock is that it was up so high. It was at a strong point of resistance. We've got, 200 moving average, which I can't believe it blew through all these, but blew through 200 moving average. Then we got our a real strong level right here. Not strong, but it is a level. And I'm fully expecting it to sell off. Had a really strong earnings, but it's a service and maintenance company, so not sure how those trade, but if I'm just looking at this chart, I think it's going to initiate my stops. Not my stops, but my profit targets. So we'll see. I did have an opportunity to take profit right here. I didn't hit the key fast enough. So it would have been nice if I did, and then of course when I went past, I was like, "Oh, it'll come down," and it didn't. But had one more move left in it. Might even have another move still, but if you're looking at these right here, it looks like it's going to sell down. So my profit targets are at 31.11 right here. Now my next profit target is at 30.76, which is just above this level. So I think they're good profit targets. I'm excited about them. I'm excited about how the stock is trading. So we'll see. The only thing that could kill me is if the Fed comes on and goes, "Hey man, everything's awesome, no interest rates this year." Then everything goes up and I'm screwed. So yeah, I'm just watching this trade real quick. So yeah, we've got gravestone or whatever, not quite a gravestone, maybe that's a hammer. We've got another undecided. But look at this volume right here. Nice hammer, and then we've got some volume pushing it down. And any kind of volume like this is going to be good for me, or us. What I want to see on these, again, is just this volume kind of die out, because as these stocks, in my opinion, as they go up really hard, they need volume to make that move. And when the small volume takes over, tend to sell off a little bit, and it's kind of what the move I'm going to start learning how to play, because this, if you go back to Micron, it should have sold off. Should have, right? I mean, the day chart, and it did all in the pre-market, but who knew this stock was going to retrace almost back to red to green? It's nuts. So had I just waited, and look at this hammer doji right here, boom, and even it came up and failed to make a new high. I think 1, 2, 3. I think this is for me. I think this is where I'm going to be successful. I think as they go up, they have more of a chance of coming down, and if I can just, keep my wits end about me, trade at levels, things like that, going to go good, real good. So that's it. All right.